the field somehow, some way. He's not going out like that.
My thing is that he may be trying to get back on the field, and that's just that mentality of a football player and of a warrior. But is any team going to want to touch him? Because, I mean, hey, maybe somebody give him a look for a veteran minimum, but a torn Achilles at a skill position, you have eroding skills. His last season in Dallas wasn't that great. He wasn't able to get open, and now you add this on top of that. I don't know if there's anybody that's going to be able to touch him, man. In my opinion, I don't see anybody bringing Dez Bryant on the NFL roster next season. The season after that, I think that injury may have that might be it for Dez Bryant, unfortunately.
Dez Bryant, in order for him to be on the team next year, he has to walk into the office and say, "What do you need me to do?" This injury killed all his negotiation rights. I don't believe he has a word. minimum, yes sir, no sir,
right,
sort of thing. But I think he lost his voice in this situation. Teams will give him a try because of the minimum,
just because of the name.
Yeah, the name minimum.
Yeah, just because he's who he used to be.
Teams thinking about working out T.O. So
shout out to T.O.
Yeah. So the name alone will get him the shot.
Yeah.
But I don't think he could go in there and say anything as far as negotiations.
Right. You just got to basically kind of eat crow.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he got to take what he can get. Because he was very picky this offseason. I remember my Baltimore Ravens, they offered him a 3-year, $21 million deal, and he turned it down.
He had a voice.
And then after that, nobody, motherfucker, who is you? Yeah. Who the fuck is you to say that you're not going to sign for a team that's trying to, and it's a decent contract.
Yeah, but you sit out a year and you tear your Achilles the next year, you don't have a voice.
Yeah, I think he might be done. Also, I want to talk about LeVeon. I know you've seen the news about that. So LeVeon has been away from the Pittsburgh Steelers all season, and news broke that he is sitting out the season. He is ineligible to play for the rest of the season, and I'm thinking that his career in Pittsburgh is probably going to be done because, Pittsburgh, they have another running back who is dominating right now and should be a Pro Bowler, and James Conner. That man is balling. So you got that production coming from him. Why would you even bother signing LeVeon to a deal that he wants, even though he deserves his money? Don't get me wrong about that. But yeah, let me get your thoughts on that, man. Where do you see LeVeon going next season? Give me a team that you think is going to pay him and he would be a good fit on.
First of all, I would like to say this is a funny situation for me. This is an extremely funny situation. I mean, this is like Batman versus Superman. Mm-hmm. It was just strange. You like both of them. They both got incredible stories.
Who's that?
LeVeon and
James Conner. Okay, I got you.
Cancer.
My man beat cancer, and now has 915 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns.
Balling out.
He hell out.
I've always been a big fan of LeVeon. The shiftiness, the smarts, the intelligence, the IQ he played with. So it's hard for me to be happy for the one without being a little sad for the other. If the case was, or if LeVeon was to play, but he's out now.
Right.
But man, it's a tough situation. But with that being said, I believe LeVeon did the right thing.
Hell yeah!
As far as sitting out, he he did what he believed in, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a lot of naysayers saying $14.5 million, and he sat out as the dumbest move ever. But he went in the office and told them, "If you're not paying me, I'm not gonna play."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing too. LeVeon, he is a running back. And the shelf life for running backs is very short. And an elite running back where he's touching the ball, not only running, but also catching it. So he's having 400 plus touches a season. And that wears your body down. And he wants that security. He wants to make sure that he's getting paid his value, what he's worth. Because, the Pittsburgh Steelers, what they were saying is, you're a running back. We could find a running back anywhere, which, obviously, look what they did. They went out and drafted James Conner, and he's putting up just as good as numbers as LeVeon has put up. But, you know, I don't think you're going to find anybody in the world that's going to say James Conner is better than Le'Veon. I think that has a retrospect of Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster and that offensive line. So I think James Conner, don't get me wrong, he's a great player and he's definitely self-made and he beat cancer and he has a great story. But I do feel like that he is somewhat a product of that Pittsburgh system as well. So I definitely don't blame Le'Veon for sitting out this season and valuing his body and valuing his worth. And I feel like next offseason, teams are going to throw boatloads of money at him. I can see like the Philadelphia Eagles. I can see them trying to get him. The Indianapolis Colts. I think he'll be a good fit there with Andrew Luck because Andrew Luck has never really had an elite running back or a really good running back to play with. Another sleeper team is my Baltimore Ravens. I think we're about to get rid of Joe Flacco at the end of the season. That's going to clear up a lot of cap space. And I can see us trying to. Yeah, Flacco's done. Oh, yeah, man. Flacco's done. I can see us bringing him in with Lamar Jackson to give him another weapon and running that run pass option with Lamar Jackson and Le'Veon. That could be dangerous.
Lamar starting this Sunday?
Potentially. They aren't saying officially because he sat out practice yesterday with a stomach virus. And RG3 got all of the reps. So it looks like Flacco, he might be done for a while with a hip injury, and I'm hoping that they just shut him down for the rest of the season because I don't think we're doing a shit. But, yeah, like I think Lamar might get to start this season. We might get our first taste of the Axon Jackson and Lamar Jackson era. But, yeah, that would be one team there.
Stomach virus on the week you're supposed to start, huh?
Yeah, man.
What a coincidence.
My man caught the butterflies, the BGs, the extra BGs. But all right, so I wanted to talk a little bit of the upcoming games that we have going on. So we got some really marquee games this upcoming, I should say. So the big one, the Monday nighter, we have the Kansas City Chiefs against the LA Rams. Huge game, and literally a potential Super Bowl preview. So I want to get your thoughts on this game here. Like, first of all, from the quarterback position, like, who do you think got the edge in that game? You think Patrick Mahomes or Jared Goff?
That's a good question. I would say Patrick Mahomes, slightly. You know, based on the Rams' defense.
Mm-hmm.
Front four, you know, that's a big factor in what he's trying to do as far as maneuvering in the pocket, extending plays like he do so well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, extending the plays. Excuse me.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Like,
but
the Rams defense has really been like they just got fried by Drew Brees. And then I know they just won last week. Who did they play last week?
The Rams?
Yeah.
They played the Seahawks.
Yeah,
the
okay.
Seahawks just ran it down their throat.
Right.
You know, they ran up and down the field.
So they pulled that game out.
KC has no defense. You know, their defense is weak. So I believe once they get Gurley going, Cup.
Yeah,
Rams
that's a big
receiver.
That's a big injury.
He's out.
Yeah, that's a big injury.
So
that's a huge injury.
That's one of the reasons why I lean towards Mahomes being more comfortable. You know, they got Tyreek Hills on Marcus Peters. They said Marcus Peters giving up the biggest plays and the most plays as far as he leads the league, and so that's not a good matchup for the Rams and what they do.
Right.
So I could see them playing a little more 2-man under or sliding him, cover one, sliding him over to the.
Giving a little bit more help.
Yeah. But that leaves the field open for Kelsey,
and then Kareem Hunt. And then, you got Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins is having a decent season.
Everybody have a decent season.
Right.
They lead Buffalo. It's trending. It's been trending for years.
That shit is sad. Shit is sad.
For years.
Speaking of Buffalo, they just cut Peterman. Finally. Fucking finally.
Finally.
But yeah, man, like I feel what you're saying on that one there. But to me, with like Patrick Mahomes, like first of all, to me, he's MVP this season. Him or Drew Brees. Like take your pick.
Mahomes.
And like any team that he went up against, he hasn't seemed like out of place. Like it doesn't look like the big moments have got to him. Like he took it to the Patriots.
Yeah,
even though they lost that game.
He started off slow.
Right.
He started off slow. I thought he was a little nervous to begin the game. You know, but he settled down good. He impressed me.
Right.
He impressed me.
Yeah, he's showing me a lot.
So if there's anything as a good loss, that was a good loss.
Right. Yeah, he showed me that, yo, man, I'm not about to be sitting here and be intimidated by the Bill Belichick and Brady aura. Man. Like I'm here. Like, yeah, this is my show tonight. This is my time. But yeah, man, I feel like Patrick Mahomes, he definitely like the way he utilized his weapons as well. Like Tyreek Hill has developed into an all around receiver and one of the top 10 receivers in this league, and he's balling out. Sammy Watkins is an excellent number 2. Travis Kelce is the best tight end in the league, and then Kareem Hunt is such a dual threat at running back and running the ball and catching the ball. Like their offense is so high powered, it's ridiculous.
Shout out to Andy Reid.
Yeah, Andy Reid, the quarterback whisperer. Yes, he's a genius. That's a fact.
Whatever he touched turns to gold.
He definitely got him balling right now. But I wonder how he's going to handle this Rams pass rush, because the one thing about the Rams and their defense is that front 4 is amazing. That front 7 is amazing. But it's the way they get pressure. Like they're not outside pass rushers where you can step them into the pocket. You got fucking Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh bull rushing up the middle.
Right in the nose.
And yeah, right up the middle. So you got to escape outside on these boys. And that's tough to do, even as a mobile quarterback. Like Aaron Donald's a different beast. This dude is like 290 pounds and he just dominates any offensive lineman in front of him as a defensive tackle. Like Warren Sapp +1, like on some shit like that.
I don't know about that.
No, dude, in terms of like athletic ability, it's not even close. It's not even close.
Warren Sapp +1?
Warren Sapp +1 in terms of athletic ability. Pass rushing skills is on Warren Sapp's level. Like Aaron Donald is the truth. And then you add on like his tag team partner, Ndamukong Suh. Yeah, let's not forget, Ndamukong Suh was the best defensive tackle in the league, 2-3 years ago before he went to Miami. He kind of got lost in the shuffle down in Miami because they've been such a pedestrian team for the last few years. But when he was on Detroit and like he was, that shit was amazing watching him toss around linemen like that.
Yeah, but that's the fight of the game for them.
Right.
Can that front 4, the 4 rush, get to the quarterback
right.
so they'll be able to drop the other 7. And if they can, they should keep them in the 20s. And if they can't, they'll be in the high 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much how that's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe the Chiefs will win. I believe a little bit more in the Chiefs. I thought Aaron Rodgers had the Rams. He had them
before that fumble.
Yeah, before the fumble. I believe he was going to do something, but Drew Brees handled him. So yeah, I'm going with Andy Reid. I think Andy Reid gonna have a couple tricks up his sleeve Monday night prime time. Yeah.
Rolling with Andy Reid.
Yeah, I'm going.
What's the score?
Trick plays. Honest opinion. You have to give me a second for that, but
okay.
I'll think about it. Come back to it.
All right. All right. So another game. Well, I'm gonna pick a score here. I'm gonna roll with the Rams. I'm gonna roll with the home team. I feel like that I like the Chiefs. They are my Super Bowl favorites in the AFC. I think they're gonna finally knock off the Patriots and have a fucking new team in the Super Bowl finally. But I'm rolling with the Rams on this one, home team. I'm gonna give you a score, high scoring game. Let's roll with I'm gonna roll with 32-25.
How do you get
Rams.
32?
Man, don't question my mind process, man. I'm just throwing out a score. 32-25. Rams. All right, 33-26. How about that?
Okay.
That sound better? Damn, man.
I'm trying.
Rams. All right, so that's
math guys out there.
So yeah, that's gonna be my pick for that one. Another really good game is looking like it's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles against the New Orleans Saints. That is a Sunday midday game there, 4:25, and that should be a national televised game. That's going to be huge. But yeah, man, your Eagles, if anybody who don't know, Nick is an Eagles fan, and yeah, this boy's on cloud 9 right now, man. Eagles won the Super Bowl this year. Red Sox